Video is going to be talking about proper sitting mechanics. It is important to have proper sitting mechanics because incorrect sitting posture can aggravate an existing injury or it can make you susceptible to a new one. So first thing that we want to assess here is that the chair height should be at a level where the hips and knees are at 90 degrees. And as you can see here, the hips and knees are at 90 degrees. Next, we want to make sure that the feet are resting comfortably on the floor. Next, the seat depth should be such that the edge of the seat does not press up against the back of the knees. So as you can see there's a nice little gap in between the back of our knees and the chair. Next, we want to make sure that the chair back supports the lumbar and thoracic spine, which this chair does a poor job of. Ideally, you would want a chair that supports the lumbar and thoracic spine. Also important to note that the back of the chair should be level with the inferior border of the scapula, which it looks like it is in that kind of area. So if the chair has arms, what we want to have is elbows flexed at 90 degrees, which is what we have here. Ideally, if the arms aren't at 90, you can adjust the armrests according to what you need. So next we'll be using a desk. So when using a desk, you still want that hip and knee at 90 degrees. Feet resting comfortably on the floor, which is what we have here. Ideally, the head, shoulders, and hips should all be in line. We don't want any forward head posture, no rounded shoulders, and then the head and shoulders should be aligned with that ischial tuberosity. Next, we would have the forearms resting comfortably on the desk, which they are. And then finally, when using a keyboard, the forearm should be at 90 degrees or slightly less. The wrists are neutral with fingers resting on the keyboard, as you can see here. So our final little checkoff that we're going to want to see here is that the shoulders are not rounded, which they aren't. The head, shoulders should be in line with the ischial tuberosity. And then we would lastly want the head to not be forward, to be back above the two. And that is a proper sitting mechanics.